What's up, y'all? Welcome back to our show. I'm Quan,
And I may.
and you're looking at our brand new podcast slash reaction channel, Talk with Us,
Yeah.
better known as TWU.
Mm-hmm.
And today, guys, we're gonna be going over this Black Panther recast, and the three guys that they are planning on, or maybe planning on recasting, King T'Challa, Chad Boseman, with these three guys, and we're just gonna go over them, and we're gonna give our 2 cents, our opinion. We're gonna diff in because it's been going around on the internet about which guy will fit to play King T'Challa. So yeah, you ready?
Let's jump into it.
All right, this is gonna be the first guy. All right, here we go.
Marvel's going to recast Black Panther, and three big names are already on the table. First is John David Washington, who's been dominating in Hollywood, and with his dad Denzel Washington teasing Black Panther 3,
I didn't
Marvel
know.
could easily bring him in.
I didn't know. I'm gonna pause that right now. I didn't know that his son was gonna try to go up to be the Black Panther. I basically don't know anything about him.
Well, I've seen a movie he was in once, and he's a good actor.
He sounds like that. So I mean,
if you were to
know.
hear his voice, so he sounds a lot like his dad.
Oh,
Yeah, he sounds like Denzel. So, and then his dad is a strong actor. So
yeah,
and,
very
and
strong.
I think that being that he's into acting also, and I've seen some of his work. I forget the movie, but that he was in. But I remember seeing him, and I didn't know it was him at first. And my husband was like, "Did you know that's Denzel's son?" And I was like, "Really?"
I didn't know. I didn't know.
And then
I didn't know him like that. I didn't know Denzel had a son that's in the movie.
So obviously he's a runner up, I guess.
Yes.
Into
To play King
this.
T'Challa.
And okay, first of all, I would just like to say, the late Chad Boseman was a great actor.
Yes.
I remember when,
and he
kind of stood out
missed.
more in Black Panther.
Yeah, he brought swagger.
Yes,
he brought swagger
he
to
did,
the Marvel universe.
And it's just, he did such a wonderful job at T'Challa in Black Panther. I mean,
sure
it's just
did.
like he just stepped right into the role, and it fitted him perfectly.
Yeah.
And he did such a wonderful job, And so yeah, first of all, we just want to just to shed a little light on that, because you guys already know he was the original Panther, Black Panther.
He was our King T'Challa.
And he did wonderful. So, we'll see what anybody else can do.
I know.
Because, okay, before we move on, even though we did get a part 2, right?
Yeah.
And by being female,
Shuri, his sister.
and I don't think, in my opinion now, more power, black women, acting, whatever, it's all good.
It's all good, y'all.
It's all good because we're not knocking anything. But I think in the role that where a guy was playing this, and then to switch it and make it a female, it
didn't really work. And I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really like part 2. I only watched it once, and I didn't go back to it because I wasn't feeling it.
Did it have a lot of action in it though? Because I didn't really get a chance to really just sit down
mostly
and
at the end, and that's when she got into the suit almost at the end, and it didn't work.
Really?
To me, it didn't. I didn't like it.
I didn't really get a chance, and I still haven't to this day sat down and watched that movie.
You never watched it yet? Oh wow!
Because I never, like I was anxious to see it when
it wasn't that good.
When he was doing it right, because everybody was anxious to see it, and he did such a good job, and then he passed away, but then to replace him with a woman,
his sister,
it altered it.
It did.
It altered it. It changed it. So
me, I thought they could have brought Michael B. Jordan back.
Sorry guys, my earpiece fell.
I thought they could have brought Michael B. Jordan back to play. Yes. The Black Panther. They could have brought him back from the dead and figure out some type of way to get him back and stuff like that. Okay. I thought he would have done good, but
I like Michael B. Jordan, but for some reason, him taking on this role as the Panther.
Yeah, he was a bad guy, and yes, he had died in part 1, but they was over there in Wakanda. I'm pretty sure they could have found a way to bring him back.
You know what though? The thing about it is, it's never gonna be just right, because it's not the original person that played it who we grow to, love and watch in this film. So even if you grab somebody else and say, okay, look, you got this role, it's still gonna be a little different because it's not him.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's
and I
true.
understand that you have to be fair and give people a chance, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, but this guy here, Denzel Washington's son, I believe his name is John Washington.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Let me see. Let me visualize it first.
I mean, he got the skin color and stuff. You know,
Yeah.
he dark brown skin
And let's
like
face
Chad
it,
Boseman
you know,
was and
ain't
stuff.
nobody gonna be identical. Yeah, we got what doppelgangers and stuff, but
Yeah,
I don't think
I
they're
just
gonna
want a
go out
chocolate guy
searching
to
for a
play
doppelganger.
King T'Challa.
Yeah,
No offense to the light skinned guys, because y'all are all, you know, delicious too. But I just think that I think that the dark skinned guy, he was like Chad Boseman was a dark brown skinned guy, right?
yes, he was.
So I like the first one they show, but we're gonna get into the other two as well. But you know, you know what I'm trying to get at.
But I think that John would be actually pretty good.
Yeah,
I think I can see him actually, you know, doing this. I
yeah,
can see him in this role
yeah.
because I think he's a diversity actor, and I think he can pull off that accent and everything.
Okay.
I think he can do it because his daddy did it once in a movie.
Well,
You remember
Denzel is
that
Denzel.
island movie? I forget the name of it. And they
I
were like
forgot
on
the
an
name of it
island
too,
or
but I
something.
think I know what you're talking
and he
about.
was talking like he was a Jamaican.
Yeah.
So he
I watched that, but I forgot the name
I
of
forgot the
it.
name of it. It was an old movie, but you know, he's an OG
Actor,
Denzel,
yeah.
he's OG.
Denzel.
But yeah, I think his son would do good in this role.
I think so too. But let's get on and see who the other guys. But they're gonna finish talking about him first. We had to cut in and put our 2 cents in, y'all.
The multiverse version of T'Challa. Next is Aaron Pierre, who was supposed to play a big role in Blade before
Aaron
delays
Pierre.
and rewrites cut his character.
That's-
So Marvel giving him a fresh shot.
Mufasa.
He's the voice of Mufasa.
That's Mufasa.
Oh.
That's Mufasa.
Oh, okay. I remember seeing him on Good Morning America.
Yeah, with the pretty eyes.
Yes, and he had this really deep voice.
Yeah, that's why he played Mufasa.
But see, I didn't know him at the time, but I remember now seeing him now here that he was on Good Morning America when Mufasa was about to be released.
Mm-hmm.
And they did an interview with him, and his voice is really deep.
And he got a really nice voice.
Mm.
Very nice voice.
Okay.
And some pretty eyes too.
I don't know much about him though. Yeah.
I don't know
really
much
know
about
much
him
about him.
either. And you know, but I know that they got him, one of the guys that they think that could play T'Challa.
Let me think.
I don't know.
I don't
know.
know.
Let me play the video
Go
then and
ahead.
see.
As T'Challa could be a smart move.
that's
Finally,
what you-
Caleb McLaughlin is
Oh,
the
they
youngest on the
were
list,
right.
but
This
it
is the
fits since
third guy.
Wakanda
This is
Forever
the
showed
third one.
T'Challa and Nakia's son, Toussaint, whose Wakanda name is also T'Challa, and Caleb's got the skills and charisma to carry the Black Panther legacy forward. So, what do you think? Marvel's gonna
But that was like the 3 guys they were talking about. But if you want to go back and
John,
watch the other guy, let's
Pierre
see.
and Caleb.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mufasa.
Okay, but let's talk about this last one a little bit.
That's
even though it
him
kinda
right
went
there.
back. Okay, now he has the voice for a great narrative story,
Mhm.
like because I haven't seen any of his work, but I have seen Mufasa, and like behind the scene, not seeing the actor, but his voice, well done,
Yeah.
well done. I do not see him as T'Challa.
I don't either.
I don't.
No.
I don't
No.
see it at all. At all.
No.
So
he has some pretty eyes though.
he's a great actor, I'm
Very
sure,
pretty eyes.
and very talented, and yes, handsome guy. But
I think that's
for
what
the
draws
Black
the ladies.
Panther, no.
No, I'm gonna go with
the
no.
no.
I'm gonna go with a no with that one too.
Yeah.
He's not gonna fit the
Mm-mm.
Black Panther.
No, he doesn't fit the description. at
Sorry,
all.
sorry, handsome eyes. You want to go back to the last one?
Yes, go back to the
Okay,
last one. Let me
let's
get a glimpse of that one.
see. There we go.
Okay.
Let me get a better picture of him. Let's see. Well, that's him by himself.
Okay.
He's the youngest.
Yeah. Okay, he's the youngest. Could you see him as Black Panther?
I don't know much about him.
You gotta
either.
visualize though. You gotta visualize him taking off the Panther.
Let me play a video again.
Yeah.
and see.
Okay.
on the list, but it fits since Wakanda Forever showed T'Challa and Nakia's son, Toussaint, whose
Nakia.
Wakanda
He's a
name is
cute
also
little boy.
T'Challa, and Caleb's got the skills and charisma to carry the Black Panther legacy forward. So, what do
I
you
mean,
think?
they think that he got the skills to do it.
I think he.
I don't know. I don't know, y'all. What y'all think?
Okay.
Leave y'all opinion in the comments.
Okay, well,
too.
we've already eliminated Pierre. 'Cause that's
Sorry, Pierre.
so it's between John and Caleb.
Yep.
And out of the two,
You
my
go with your-
vote is John Washington.
Mine's too.
I just think he's
Mine's
a better
too.
fit. I think he's just a better fit.
Yeah, I think he'll fit that role much better
So
than the
why
last
don't you
two
guys drop it in the comments? What do you think?
Mm-hmm.
Because we've given our opinion, our 2 cents, y'all.
Our
and
2 cents.
I'm going with one.
The 2 cent sisters.
I'm going with one.
I'm going with one too.
Because I think he can. I think he can do it, and I think it. Yeah, and like I said, hey, to each his own. But it's never going to be the original because the original one is gone.
Yeah.
It's gone, so that's never going to happen again. But we always got the movie.
Yeah.
We always can go back and look at.
I go back and watch part one.
Go look at.
Like I said, I didn't really care for part two.
Playing that if we want to see him in action again.
And then when he came into Avengers, when he first arrived to the Avengers,
yes,
we
he's
were
also,
like, oh man, like who is the guy put on the black suit? And then when he took out the cat helmet, yeah, I fell in love.
Yeah, and it was like, oh, he did a good. I remember it was like, oh, he did such a great job in that movie.
He brought swagger, like I said. We said, he brought swagger.
So the actor that definitely plays is gonna have to have some swagger.
He gotta have swagger.
I think what I think they should do first.
Swagger.
If they get John Washington, and I think if John goes back and watch the first Black Panther and just kind of see how Chadwick carried himself in this movie and just sort of kind of mimic it, because he's gonna possibly make the role like his own role.
Yeah, he will.
Because like
that
Chad,
if he get the
Chad
role.
tuned into it, he was, he was into it. With the accent and everything. Yeah, I think at one point he even stated that he had trouble just turning it off because he was still in character. These guys, they work hard. Even what's his name here?
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan. He was in a character where he was
Creed.
He was deep in character, and he was hard getting out of that character because they were so deep into it. Because they both did a great job in the movie together. They did. But when it comes down to it, John Washington can do this, and
he got
like I said, good luck to all. But I'm kind of rooting for Mr. Washington. Because I think
it would be nice if it was that guy right there, Michael B. But
okay,
but yeah, I think Michael B. Jordan would have did a good job with T'Challa. I mean, I think so. But in a way, they
he was too.
I'm pretty sure they probably would have had this character,
but it would have
written
been
different if they would have made him King T'Challa. Not King T'Challa, but he was a cousin.
He was.
It was only right for him to take the throne.
He would have been the Black Kitten.
Wow. The Black Kitten, Black Panther.
No,
but they're not gonna go with him. Sorry, Michael B.
No, because he got ass.
Yeah, he got killed in the first one.
Yeah, they got rid of him fast.
No, they didn't.
I'm saying,
okay, they got rid of him.
Yeah, I'm saying, because they killed him off in the movie. And he didn't have a chance to come back.
No, I mean, they in Wakanda. I'm pretty sure they know how to bring him back.
Be wounded and
they should have put him
healing by another tribe or something.
That's what I think they should have.
And then
they could have changed his character on the good side.
That his cousin had died, and maybe he wanted to honor him and say, I'll take over for him because he stood for good.
Yeah, and change his mindset. Not wanting to kill up all the other peoples and stuff, and had him to become a good guy.
Because I'm gonna tell you, the Black Panther, he was like humble.
Yeah, he was.
He was humble.
He was.
He
was.
And the guy in real life was also humble.
Yeah, he was a sweetheart.
Humble, so he took that over there into his movie also with him. But yeah, good luck to all the guys that are trying out or that Marvel is looking at.
Yeah, like we said, we don't know who they're gonna pick. We just seen these three guys right here and decided to give our 2 cents on these three guys, and they all are very handsome men.
And
so
Wakanda happens to be one of her favorite movies. So
yes, I love my Wakandas.
So
Black Panther,
it's really her opinion here that matters most because she's a Wakanda forever.
Yeah, I'm a Marvel fan.
She's a Marvel fan all around.
I love my Marvel movies.
She got
I rewatch all of them. And how many times did we watched all the movies? I don't think I
numerous
could count them on
times.
my hands no more. I didn't
Numerous
watch all
times.
of them.
Yeah.
From Thor, from the Iron Man, from all of them.
Yeah.
I'm just a Marvel fan.
Marvel, you check out my sister, okay? Because she's the #1 fan.
Y'all
Think
do that.
Marvel would offer you a small part of the movie.
Probably.
If they did, would you take it?
I would. I would. If I could be standing close by Thor, I'd take it. If I could be standing by
Which
Thor, I
one?
would take it.
Which one? The one and one or the later, the latter
All
one?
of them. I like
The
all
one, the
Thor.
one when he was.
Oh, when he got really big and stuff. I still like it Thor.
I like
with
it
my
too,
Thor.
but like, in the background,
They made him out of drunk, but I still like it my Thor. I didn't like how they written his character in that. Yeah. But I'm a fan of Thor.
But yeah, I'm a fan.
I didn't like how they did him in the last Avenger movie, but
Somebody don't
still
say
my baby.
somebody don't say it out of their mind when they thought about that.
And then at least he came back with the, with the great body in the last one.
Yeah,
You're really hot in that movie.
He was able to take it out because whenever he was in it.
No, yeah, he took that off. He took all that off.
Yeah, but yeah. So good luck.
Yeah, we
to
just being
everybody.
silly. We
Good
just
luck
being
to
silly.
everybody, and,
Yeah, good luck, guys.
Hey,
We don't know
guys.
who they're gonna pick, but good luck. Good luck on playing King T'Challa.
Yeah, because everybody's got an
Hopefully, whoever they pick
opinion.
gonna do a great job.
Yeah,
A great job at playing.
yeah.
Chad Boseman, King T'Challa, the Black Panther.
I think it'll be interesting to see. I think everybody probably will want to see whichever character, see how they work. How they work.
Yeah, so y'all leave it in the comments. Tell us, guys, what you think.
Guys.
Yeah.
And thanks for
Tell us
watching
who
our
y'all
first
think
video.
would fit good as playing King T'Challa. Y'all tell us that.
Yeah,
We'd
let us
like the
know.
feedback.
Yeah, we really want you guys' feedback. We want to engage and so do that and
Y'all do that.
comment, and subscribe to our channel.
Do all of that. Do all of that.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks
Till
for
then.
watching.
Yes, thank you guys for watching. Until then, I'm Quan.
And I'm May.
And we will chit chat with you guys later.